Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. There are certain games that get the juices flowing, and when you have number one versus number two, it'll send a shiver up your spine. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Indiana Hoosiers. Restate the State Ball again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis. The Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The Hoosiers take their first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finds a tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Hand off from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They give it to him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Working the ground game. Hey, midfield, he's got room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And they tacked on the extra point. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. From the gun, it's White. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
On the move, he fires. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Got the first himself. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt, just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
There's some daylight. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making the adjustment on the play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Second down coming up. This quarterback part of their running game. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Hoosiers will try to pick it up on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Setting up the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50, the 30, running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. And that will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Marsh. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Manning from the gun on third down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Now on the move. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. In some ways, guys, it feels as if the first part of the season has built to this. A real chance to prove yourself in a battle between number 1 and number 2.
I think this is a game, guys, that's really going to define the path to the national championship. It's rare that you get this 1 versus 2 matchup at this time of the year. So you know here, David, the energy is just going to be off the charts.
Yeah, because we already know midway through the season now what these teams are.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood. Hauls it in. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Finds his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Back's got it on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Throwing, Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Michigan. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Manning from the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Handles the pressure well and gets away a solid kick. Trying to get started. Slips through the line. And there he goes. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Play fake, Underwood. Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. On the move from inside his own 20. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Cuts it upfield. It's White. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Might as well run him again. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try the left side. He's got the first down. Still running at the 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Seminoles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That gets them back above 500. They're now 3-2 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Manning. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Pulls it on the option. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Keeps it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run him again. Sweet cut there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical, deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game, but, man, you've got to have better ball security.
Yeah, you got to find a way defensively to make plays. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is, but they did it just that. Like, make a play late in the game, tie ball game, force a turnover, give your offense now a chance to go win this football game for you.
Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
To throw, Manning. Left side is White. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Ready. Hoosiers, go.
On the move. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Throwing right. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Here comes the offense on second down. Hand it to the back. Got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. One of them might be going down soon.
In Michigan's history, obviously, is usually running the football, but you've seen a little diversity in their offense in recent years, and you can see when you got a guy that can do this and do this and do that, you want to give him the ball multiple ways and let him really hurt a defense.
We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The handoff. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Here's Underwood. Buying time to his right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man on the right. Made a defender miss. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an
touchdown Wolverines. They've got the lead here in the fourth. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside the 15, here's the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Marsh. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Arch to throw. Right side, it's White. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Out wide left, it's White. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Check. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Booster. Sweet. Ready, go.
Manning. Escapes the pressure going right. Got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Manning. They get to him as he throws. Left side is Chandler. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. He's got it. They convert the two, and they take the lead here in the fourth. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. The screen, he's got wheels, breaks into the open. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. As we watch this game, guys, I got the feeling that's what a top 5 clash is supposed to look like, and it might not be the last time we see these two square off.
No, and these are the